This might be the weirdest way to go viral right now. People are turning Donald Trump and Theo into talking babies and racking up millions of views using nothing but AI tools. And the best part is, you don't need editing skills, a fancy setup, or even your own voice to pull this off. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to create a hilarious, high-quality baby podcast using AI, start to finish. We'll take real podcast audio, turn hosts into animated babies, and make something that grabs views on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Reels. Step 1. Source the audio. This is the voice of your baby character. You can use a real podcast clip that already has a good back and forth. Think Theo Von, Joe Rogan, or even someone more unexpected like Jordan Peterson or Donald Trump. The more recognizable the voice, the more viral the clip tends to go. Find a short exchange from a podcast where two people are going back and forth with energy. Around 30 to 60 seconds is ideal. You don't want anything too long. Download the clip using a YouTube downloader or screen recorder. If you can't or don't want to use real voices, no problem. Go to 11 Labs and clone the voices of your characters. You'll need a voice sample, which can come from a public speech or video. Upload the audio to 11 Labs and generate a clean AI version of what you want the person to say. Type out the script, and the tool will speak it in the cloned voice. This gives you more control over the timing, pacing, and content. Either way works. What matters most is that your clip is funny, punchy, and short enough to hold attention. Step 2. Generate baby images. Once the audio is ready, now comes the fun part. We're going to turn the podcast hosts into babies. For this, you can use ChatGPT-4 with image generation enabled, or you can use Midjourney. Midjourney gives you a lot of artistic control and tends to make the funniest results. If you're using Midjourney, you can upload an image of Donald Trump, and your prompt might look like this: Donald Trump as a 3-year-old baby in a podcast studio with a mic and headphones close-up shot. That gives you a baby version of Trump with all the podcast elements built in. Then you can remix that to make zoomed-out versions or different facial expressions. Do the same for the other podcast host. If you're doing Theo Von and Trump, make sure both of them have the same style and setting, like the same mic, lighting, and angle. Generate multiple versions of each baby host. Get a close-up, a mid-shot, and one where the baby is facing slightly to the side. You're going to need those for switching camera angles during editing. Don't stress if one looks a little off. You can always regenerate or tweak the prompt until it's close enough. Once you've got both baby hosts created, download the images and move on. Step 3. Animate the image. Now it's time to make these baby hosts come to life. This is where the magic happens. Head over to Hedra. It's a free tool that lets you animate any face using audio and a single image. Upload the baby image first. Then upload the matching audio file. You'll see a prompt box for animation instructions. This is where you guide the tool. A good prompt is something like, make it talk and gesture like he's on a podcast. You can also add natural head movement or emphasize eye contact if you want more realism. Hedra will then generate a video of your baby character talking in sync with the voice. You'll repeat this process for the second character. Use their baby image and their voice clip. Keep your animation instructions consistent. This keeps the two baby characters in the same world visually. When Hedra finishes rendering both clips, download them. Now you have 2 AI-animated baby podcast clips ready to be stitched into a conversation. Step 4. Edit. I recommend using Capcut for this step if you want something fast and beginner-friendly, or use Premiere Pro if you're already comfortable with pro editing software. Start a new project and drag both animated clips into your timeline. Align them based on the audio so the back and forth feels natural. You'll switch between camera angles depending on who's talking. When Baby Trump speaks, cut to his shot. When Theo Von replies, cut to him. This gives your video rhythm and makes it feel like a real conversation, not just two clips stitched together. To add polish, use a zoom in on funny lines or expressions. A slight scale up adds energy. If the voice changes pace, match it visually with cuts. Try to keep visual cuts happening at the same time as audio shifts. This helps the viewer follow the conversation and keeps engagement high. Once the full exchange flows smoothly, you're ready to add the final detail that makes shorts go viral. Step 5. Add subtitles. Subtitles matter more than most people think. Most people watch shorts without sound, so captions are the only way they follow what's happening. Capcut has an auto-caption tool that does the heavy lifting for you. Turn it on, let it transcribe the voices, and then style the subtitles. You can add animated text, different colors for each speaker, and bouncy text effects that match the energy of the dialogue. If Trump is saying something loudly, make the font big and bold. If Theo is being sarcastic, maybe use a playful font. Don't overdo it, but give each line some personality. Viewers love subtitles that match the tone of what's being said. Step 6. Download and share. Once your subtitles are styled and synced with the voice, export the video. Choose high resolution and 9:16 for the dimensions to make it a vertical format. Watch the full video through once to make sure everything syncs. No audio slips, no awkward cuts, no broken animations. This is your final quality check. Now you're ready to upload. You can post this clip to YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, or all three. Don't worry about trying to be everywhere perfectly. Just get the video out and see how people react. Give it a title like Baby Trump Debates Baby Theo Von, or something that matches the tone of the clip. A funny title paired with a ridiculous thumbnail is what gets clicks. Thumbnails can be just a still frame of the baby mid-sentence with a bold text overlay. So here's a recap of the process. You grab a podcast clip. You either use the real voice or generate one with 11 Labs. You turn each speaker into a baby using Midjourney or ChatGPT-4. You animate their face with Hedra using the matching audio. You edit it all together in Capcut or Premiere Pro. You add animated captions for engagement. Then you post it to Shorts, TikTok, or Reels. That's it. You've just made a viral baby podcast using AI. The best part of this is that you're not locked into just one format. Want to make baby debates? Go for it. Want to animate baby rappers talking about deep life advice? You can. Once you've gone through the full process once, you'll see how fast it becomes. Most of the time goes into finding the right audio. The rest is mostly drag, drop, and generate. Which celebrities are you planning on making baby videos for? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe while you're there.